Okay, right now you're gonna be looking at me. Right now, I look like Nico Bellic from GTA 4. I'm looking at you directly into the eyes right now. Pause. You gotta stop focusing on Fatima, bro. Or insert whatever Muslimah name here. Whether it's Fatima, whether it's Khadija, you gotta stop. But you're gonna be like, who's this Nico Bellic looking guy with a freaking McDonald's hairline to say that? Bro, first of all, I buzz my hair, okay? But number two, let's be nice here, bro. I'm trying to help you. Number two, because that's the reason why she's not gonna have you and she's not gonna want you. Because you're focusing on trying to attract her, posting her little Instagram pictures. That's the reason why she's like, bro, do you think that she just wants a guy daydreaming about her all day? I know that's what they say. I know that's what they pretend they want, but and we're men here, we know I'm just speaking to you. That's not what they want. Sure, they want some level of attention and they want a man who's gonna give her attention, sure, but they don't want a simp. They don't want to be pedestalized by another guy, no matter how much they disagree with you right now. But I'm not speaking with them, I'm speaking with you. So you focusing on her, trying to they don't want you. They don't even think about you. They don't even know you exist. You know, they're focusing on their jobs or their school or their university class, and you're sitting at the back of class just staring at them a little. You know why? You know how I'm explaining this so vividly? Because there was a point in time where I was trying to chase girls too, bro. There's a point in time where I had nothing to my name, no successes. I was a skinny little stick. Actually, no, I wasn't even skinny. I was skinny fat because I had different phases in my life, bro. I wasn't just always skinny or I wasn't always fat. But there was a point in my time where I was skinny fat, bro. And I was ugly. And I was like trying to post myself, trying to act like I'm some attractive model. And so I know how I can explain it because I've been there, and all I thought about was like, oh, I can't wait to get married and have a marriage together. All of this stuff. While she's focusing on her career, she's focusing on her bag. So what's gonna happen? Let's say I somehow get married to my hijabi crush, right? I get married to her. Now what? She's this go-getter, this boss babe. Yeah. Well, rightfully so, because she's focusing on her career. And then I'm just here sitting at home being a stay-at-home dad. Or I'm at work, but I'm just thinking about, is my wife okay? I wonder. Well, bro? We're men. Like, I don't even have to like act like top G Andrew. I don't have to act like Andrew's here or anything. You fundamentally know that's wrong. You fundamentally know because we can feel it in our hearts. We can feel ourselves simping. We can feel ourselves staying and being weak. Things we have lost our dignity. We have lost our absolute dignity as men. What, do you want her to boss you around? Do you want her to be super hyper masculated where she's not even attracted? She doesn't even respect you? That she walks all over you? That she uses you? You know, most husbands are not respected in these days. Because I see it in my own families, like my own, my cousins, and sometimes I see it. I don't mean to expose them, but I see it. I see how they're being disrespected, bro. And the husband just doesn't say anything. So all this time, we're here trying to focus on Fatima. Bro, she's not gonna respect you. And that's the blunt truth, bro. And I know most people clicked out this video, but that's fine. The ones that are watching are the ones who actually want to change. You know what? You know what's gonna help you? If you focus on your goals, if you focus on becoming the man that she yearns, a leader. If we don't have to be perfect. I mean, I'm nowhere near there, but I'm saying if we both just work towards our way on becoming that man, becoming a leader, are we not gonna be so much more further ahead than most men? Because most men aren't thinking of stuff like that, bro. Most men are thinking about, how do I just, okay, I'm gonna post this Instagram pic. I'm gonna buy Jordans. People buy Jordans and they think that that's what's gonna attract her. No, they don't care, bro. You act like a feminine person, but how are they gonna respect you? No matter how much money you make, no matter how much clout you have, no matter how famous you are, bro, if you're feminine, they're not gonna respect you and they're gonna walk all over you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. That's just the blunt truth. You gotta stop prioritizing and pedestalizing girls. Bro, you have your life to live. More selfish or selflessly, I don't know. You focusing on your life is going to attract the right type of person who's going to be that feminine, supportive woman beside you that's gonna support you, because they crave someone they crave a leader, right? At the end of the day, bro, you're only gonna, like, if you stay like more soft or feminine, you only care about attracting her, you're not focusing on being a strong leader and your purpose as a man, as a Muslim man, then what's gonna happen? You're gonna attract TikTok hijabis, bro. The ones that just sit on TikTok. I wanna be a boss babe. There's so many of those, bro. And may Allah guide them and me and us. Because I'm not saying we're perfect. I'm nowhere a perfect Muslim, bro. You can see my flaws, but I don't like to hide things from you. I don't like to act like a pious person when I'm not. I don't like to act extra, I like to talk to you because I know where you've been through, because I've been through them myself. Unless that person is on a mission, is on a purpose, and is working towards something big, because that's what's gonna set us apart from the 99% of men. Because 99% of men pedestalize women because we become so feminized. It's not that difficult. All you need to do is just make Islam, and again, I'm not best at this, but we need to make Islam as our goal, and we need to make our self development as our goal, and trying to develop every bit of ourselves, becoming strong, becoming physically attractive, having values as a man, actually not being a simp. That's what's gonna actually make her respect you more. This is coming from a former simp. This is coming from someone who's super feminine. And the way you do that, bro, it's just focusing on. I recommend just head to the gym. Focus on learning about the masculine roles as a man in Islam because it's there. Bro, in Islam, it's so clear. People can't come to my house unless the husband allows. Bro, that's how clear and direct it gives. Islam gives you values, and I'm not the best at applying it, and I'm gonna try, but at the end of the day, bro, you got a life to live. At the end of the day, bro, you yearn to be the man, but you're just blinded. You're just blinded by these distractions. You think that no, bro, you gotta switch and go low key for a while. Go low key and just literally, it's not even that difficult. Focus on your self development. I call it the five fundamentals. I've been saying this. All you have to do is focus on deen, seeking knowledge, reading, gym, and deep work. Meaning business, university. Make sure your life is streamlined where you're just focused on being as productive as possible and leveling up in your goals. Start hitting the gym, bro. Start getting stronger. Start getting more attractive. Start feeling more confident. Start pushing yourself. But the main thing is you gotta kill this version of yourself that's in you right now. What I mean by this, there's a weak version of ourselves that are in us right now that's keeping us weak. There is a childlike version of ourselves, and we gotta destroy it. And the way we destroy it is by pushing it with resistance. Resistance is you trying to do something and it's hard. Like, you want to go to the gym, but there's a childlike version of you that doesn't want to go to the gym. So what you got to do is you got to go to the gym. And the more consistent you become at this, the more you focus on, leveling up and getting more on purpose and focusing on self-development, this childlike version of yourself is going to go down and down and down, and you're going to level up. You're going to level up into someone who's more mature. You feel more, you're going to grow more. You literally feel more on your deen and on purpose. You don't even recognize the old version of yourself that all you do is chase women and dopamine. Now you're focusing on like your mission, you're making money, maybe focusing on your deans, you're seeking knowledge. You're on a level step up. But this is the step that you gotta take. And I know it's a hard step. It took me so long to change the step, but I was living it like this for so long that I was left depressed. I had no other option to change. Bro. I didn't want to live a regular average life. I didn't want to be 40 and my wife disrespecting me. So I decided to change, and I want to change. I want to be extraordinary. I want to maximize my potential. Because Allah gave me all this time, all this energy, all my youth. I'm going to maximize. I'm not going to be someone who just goes to university, finishes his degree, gets a job, and forgets about himself. I want to be high performing. So do you. You got no other choice but to put your head down and move forward, bro. Alright, bro. I love you for the sake of Allah. I'm going to see you soon. Assalamu alaikum.